Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of the EcoStruxure Machine Expert training. I'm your host, Leandro Mada, and in this video what we're going to see is how we can share our library to another colleague or share that to another computer. So let's go to the presentation. So far what we have done is to create our library, okay, our library, the project library, and now what we need to do is to learn how we can share the library so nobody can see the code inside. So for that, we have different kind of saves of our project. So if you take a look here on the left side, when you open the file, you have all this information, okay? But the ones that I want you to focus are on this one, save project. So we just save the library in our computer, okay? And we are the ones that are able to see the code in order to make modification or add more functions. The other one is the save project as compiled library. This allows us to send the library, okay, create the file for a library which is already compiled, so nobody can see the code inside, okay, once we open it on the Machine Expert. So in the past we saw that when you use this button, the yellow one, and install a library repository, it will allow you to access to the code, and you don't want that, okay, or you don't want to share the library because it's your own code. So what you can do is to create the library, and if you want to share that, you just need to use the compile library. So once you have this compile library, what you need to do is to go to library repository, install an external library, okay, and then you just select the compile library, and that's it. That will install that in your system, okay. It doesn't mean that it's going to be used in the application as explained before. You just need to manually add it. So here, library manager, double click, add library, and then search for the library that we want. So let's try to do this. So I have, this is the library that we have created before. I'm going to delete it from the application. Okay, just minimize this part. Okay, as here you can see, it's deleted from the application and it's not deleted from the software. So if we go again, and if we go miscellaneous, you can see that isn't there. So we need to go to library repository, select the library that we have already installed before, training M258, and here select the version. On the version, we should be able to see the uninstall. Here, uninstall it, yes. So wait for it to finish, and it's gone. So if I go again here in miscellaneous, you can see that the library training M258 is no longer available. Now, in the other project, I have this, okay, which is our library that we have already created. If we want this to be used again, one option is to use this, but this, we saw that the behavior is not the one that we want. It's not the one to share. So we just need to go File, save the project, because I believe it in a modification or something, File, and select Save Project as Compile Library. I'm going to save this on the same folder, Training, Compile Library. You can see the extension. Now what I'm going to do is to open the project, this one. As you can see here in miscellaneous, the library is not in there. So what I need to do is to library repository, install. You can see here that still it's not in there. Install. Let me just find this. Yeah. So you can see here, this is the library that I have created, the compile library that I have added. So we just need to open it. Just wait for it to finish, and you can see that is back again. Close. Let's add. So far I added to the software. Now I need to add into our application, miscellaneous, training. Okay, and it's back again. And you can see also inside all the internal libraries that I'm using. But if you click over here, you should be able to see the one that I want to show. If you double click, it tells you this. There is no source for this, okay, because I haven't shared that. I don't want it to share. I don't want nobody to access to that. That's why you see this message, okay? So say this compile library. There is something important. Compile library always to share. Install the compile library and check the behavior. Okay, now if you need to share the project, okay, the complete project, you will also need to share the compile library, or what you can do is to file project archive. So save archive, and here in the references we should be able to see the training M2XX. So we'll also share this information. Okay, that's why it's important to, if you want to share the project, okay, and you know that you're using external libraries, do not share just the project. Share the project archive, so you have this information on the other side. Otherwise, they will ask you again, share with me the compile library for this, or the library for that. Okay, that's why it's important to know this. Okay, so yep, that's it. So this is how you can work with your library, and you want to share the library. Okay, probably the proper way to do it using the compile library. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you on the next one.